Hello again, everybody. We're making another video today on our Halloween decorations, and today we're going to be putting together some tombstones out of just materials that we have here around the house. Kind of a do-it-yourself kind of deal, and anybody can do it with just materials you have at home. Okay, what we're going to be using today to construct our tombstones for our Halloween graveyard, we're going to be using some old pieces of sheetrock over here against this tree that I had left over from a home project. And you can use cardboard or anything that'll kind of hold up to the weather, you know, thicker type material that you can cut and trim on easily. Okay, we're going to be using a utility knife to actually cut out our shapes. We're going to be using an ink pen, of course, to mark them, and a ruler. Always keep safety glasses just in case. Then over here, we're going to paint them after we get them cut out with some just cheaper, I don't know, Walmart or any store brand spray paint. I have a cordless drill that I'm going to use to attach a stave to the back of it, where after we construct it we can drive that into the ground to hold the tombstone so the wind and things won't blow it over. So I'm going to grab a piece of this and we're going to get started. Okay, and also today here helping is my daughter Elizabeth. So what we're going to do first is just going to kind of get an overall measurement of how big this piece of sheetrock is that we're going to be using. And it looks like it's going to be about 1.8 feet. So I'll just kind of write that down so I don't forget. Okay. So this first one we're going to make is just going to be like a round style, just a small tombstone. So what I'll do is, to keep it consistent, I'll just measure over here at the top and find the halfway point of 1.8 feet. So that's going to be that's 20 inches. So we'll go 10 1/4 to get that ½ inch. So that should be roughly the center of this piece of wood. And usually what I do is, I mean, these don't have to be perfect. We're just, you know, we want it to look creepy and kind of off kilter anyway. So I'll just take and draw a line sort of like this down to that edge. Do the same thing on this side. I mean, like I say, I know it's not going to be perfect, but just to get the general shape, that's the way to do it. Okay, so now we'll take our utility knife and we'll just cut this around here, and then we'll spray paint it and probably write on it or whatever we want to do. So if I could get you to come around here and hold this side down. Just take your knife. This is a utility knife. You can buy them at any hardware store. And just score this material like this all the way around. Like I say, it don't have to be a perfect line, just a rough outline basically. And it's kind of messy, some of this stuff, so cardboard might actually be a better option. Okay, once you have it scored really well, this stuff you can usually just take and break it off, kind of push down and like so. And then of course it has a paper backing on it also. Oh, sorry Elizabeth. Usually then you can just take your knife and cut this paper backing. Like so. so. And then trim your edges up. Just be careful because this is a razor blade, you know, basically. It's dull, but okay, so there's the rough shape of it. We may go ahead and kind of trim it around here and make it a little more round, but that's the general shape. Okay, what we're going to do next is once we have our rough shape cut out here, we'll take a can of this, like I say, any spray paint that you have around, or if you want to go purchase it, whatever.
I think this one was only like 98 cents at Walmart.
Yeah, so it's relatively cheap. And of course with spray paints, you always want to shake them up. And the thing about using like cardboard or sheetrock is it's pretty absorbent, so it's going to soak in the paint and actually make it look kind of dull and weathered just because it soaks in the paint. So it's kind of a cardboard, like we said, will do the same thing, but cardboard is corrugated, so it'll have a sort of like lines almost in it. So something smooth probably will work better. Okay, what we're going to do now is, now that we have it all painted, that's kind of drying, and what we're going to do is take some just basic white paint. You can use any color you want, just something that'll stand out against this black or gray background, whatever you choose. We're going to use white, and we're just going to be writing probably something like RIP, and then just make up a fake name, you know, and put on here. I mean, I guess you could use people you know, but that's a little morbid to me, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to just basically draw it on here, just kind of freehand it, and then we'll fill it in with the white paint. Alright, what we're going to do is, like we talked about with our white paint, we drew out what we wanted to put on the actual tombstone, and then we're going to put some paint here in a paper plate and start to fill in the letters. And just because it doesn't have to be perfect, we're just going to use a Q-tip to kind of give it more of a spooky look, so it don't look real clean and perfect. Okay, we got the paint job on it, and now we're going to be attaching a back to it that I just had some old lumber that I just cut a point into, so you can actually drive it into the ground, you know, to hold your tombstone out in your yard. So what I'll do is I'll take and turn it over like this, lay it on its, you know, the side that you want to be shown. I'll lay that on there like that. I'm going to be using a couple of drywall screws and a cordless drill. And I'll just put a screw in it right here. So, maybe one here. Let me grab one more. Okay, now you can see these screw heads that came through the sheetrock. Sheetrock dust on them. I'll take some black paint and I'll paint those. Okay, there it is. Then we'll just take and drive that into the ground, and there's number one. Okay, for our next one that we're going to make, this one's actually going to be Dracula's tombstone. So we're going to give it a little more intricate design and make it a little more Halloween-like, maybe Dracula kind of scary like that. Alright, so let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a measurement on how high this piece of material is. It's 35 inches. About what I have to work with there, and it's about 24 inches, which is 2 feet wide. So again, I always just mark my center point just so I'll have an idea of where to start, you know, start in the center and work my way out with the design. Okay, so to do this one, we're going to have a line here in the center that's going to come 4 inches on either side of the center of the line. Like that. And actually I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bigger. I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to add another 1.5 inches to it on each side. Okay, and then from there we're going to actually have a line that comes down the side here like so, and then from there it will taper back down to the bottom almost like a coffin shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mark on both sides, this side and that side, at about 20 inches. I'm just guessing, you know, none of this is rocket science, it's just a crude design. So I'll do the same thing over here, mark at 21. Okay, so then I'm going to take from this line down to that line. Draw me a line there. Same thing on this side. Okay, and then down here on this end of it, we will actually find center again, which we know is 12 inches. Put a mark, and then the base of this one will be more narrow than the top, so we're going to make it from those marks, we will tie it into that top mark. that was just a simple yardstick to help draw a straight line. Take our utility knife again like we did on the other, and we'll score that sheetrock, and then we'll break it off and trim the excess. Alright, just like the first tombstone, we're going to take and put a little bit of black paint on here to give it kind of a stony kind of look, just to make it look a little rugged, I guess. So we're going to do that. Alright, so what we're going to do on Dracula's tombstone, we're going to actually take some pieces of the scrap that we cut off, and we're going to cut that into a cross. We're going to paint it white, and we're actually going to put it here on the tombstone. We're going to use just some cheap silicone type caulking stuff just to glue it on here with. That way the rain or wind won't blow it off. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this yardstick across this tombstone, because we know we want our cross to be above this center point here. So what I'll do first is take and just kind of lay it on here to get an idea of where I'm going to set it before I put the glue down to hold it. I think we're thinking something like that. Okay, so what I'll do first is I'll go ahead and take this piece up, because I know that I want it to be right here, and I'll shoot a little bit of this caulking down here onto the board, onto the tombstone. And it doesn't take much, because if you put a whole lot, it's going to spooge out from underneath it when you push your piece down. Okay. Put a little extra on that one. And we'll push it down. Then this piece I should be able to just pull out like so. Put a little bit on the back of it. Okay. Then I'll lay it back here into the center of it. Okay, push it down. Push all this back together tight. Clear off any excess with your finger. You can even fill in the gap if you want to with it. Okay, and we'll let that set up, and then shouldn't take too long before it gets to where you can't, where it won't fall off. So then we'll write here whatever we want to write, and then we'll put the stave on the back of it, that's going to go into the ground to hold it upright, and then we'll be finished with it. Alright folks, I want to thank y'all first of all for watching, and hope you enjoy this. I hope it helps you get creative and build your own tombstones for your Halloween graveyard. As always, I want to encourage you to like and subscribe. what we're going to do now is we're going to place these in the yard, and we'll end with that. But again, thanks for watching, and hope this helps you, and just like and subscribe. Thanks. Yeah. All right. Again, I want to thank y'all for watching, and also wanted to kind of list an apology for my Halloween spiderweb DIY deal. Went a little long, so if you could just watch it and just fast forward through parts, I'd appreciate it. I'm still learning the technology on how to edit film and all that. So, here's our two DIY homemade Halloween tombstones. Hope you enjoyed watching, and be sure to like and subscribe.